Hi all, welcome to Coding Ventures. Today we are going to install Visual Studio Code. Why we are going to install Visual Studio Code? Because Visual Studio Code is the best text editor or code editor we are mostly use, and it's built by Microsoft and it's also maintained by Microsoft, and it's an open source project and have many extensions and supports many languages like Python, C++, Java, Go and all other languages also. It has that much a good kind of extensions, and as it's open source, so many peoples or what we say contributors add their own extensions which are really good. So let's start it. Open your favorite browser and search for Visual Studio Code. Okay, once the page is open, you will be redirected to the page at code.visualstudio.com. Okay, click on the first link and here you can see the whole website. Here you can download it for various operating systems like Mac OS, Windows and Linux. Okay, so why mostly Visual Studio Code? So here it mentioned it has a better IntelliSense. It can run and debug your code, has inbuilt version control system and also a extension marketplace, so you can work with best extensions which are developed by many contributors. So you can read and you can see here extensions for all, like most of the languages and technologies we use in our development work are mentioned here. So you can go through this page, you can install it for various operating system also, and for Linux we can install it through RPM or Debian for Debian operating systems too. So for installing Visual Studio Code, let's click on this, or it will detect automatically your operating system. So I will just click on the download button. Okay, once you click on download button, the download will start here, and okay, it will redirect you to the page or documentation page. Here you can read some things to use Visual Studio Code, or you can customize Visual Studio Code. So here all the documentation for this IDE is mentioned here. It's downloaded successfully. So click on the show in folders and I'm going to install it. So you can double click on it or right click and run as administrator. So it will start installing. Once it start installing, you need to accept the terms and condition for Visual Studio Code which are mentioned here. You can have a look through it. Click on the next. Here it will ask you for the browser location where it will store its all the files. You can change it, but I will suggest you unless and until you don't have great reason to change it, so don't change it. Okay, click on the next. Okay, it will ask you for something. The first is create a desktop shortcut. So yeah, I need a desktop icon, and also it will ask you for other things such as you can open it through your context menu in any folder. So you can you can check this also. Check this. Actually I need all the things, and it will add the Visual Studio Code in the path variable also, so you can access it from everywhere in your system. So I check all the things and click on the next and then install. It will start installing and it will take some time, like some seconds to install. It depends on your computer. Okay, it seems here Visual Studio is installed successfully, and I will click finish. Okay, it open in by default mode. So already I have opened some projects, that why it's it will be looking like this. So you can see here on the desktop Visual Studio Code icon is open, right? So whenever you actually I have installed it previously, so it will give some other thing, but whenever you first time install, it will open such like this kind of thing, introductory page. So yes, okay, so right, you can open it from here, like this icon, or if I create a new folder somewhere else, like if I create a folder with name ABC, and if I want to open the Visual Studio Code in the specific folder, then open the folder, right click, and you can see you can open here with like open with code. So this folder is open with code. This is the another way you can open Visual Studio Code in a specific folder. Okay, and here you can see the folder is listed as ABC. Another method is to open Visual Studio Code is like that, you can open it through command line. So I will open CMD or command prompt here. Okay, and as you type the command code space dot, it will open Visual Studio Code here in this specific folder. Okay, so I have 2 instances of Visual Studio Code running. Okay, I will close the first one. Yeah, so let's go with this version of Visual Studio Code. Okay, right. So here I have shown you how you can open the Visual Studio Code with various methods. So here is the file explorer. You can explore your project from here. Here it's a search icon. You can search through your directories and files and all. It is the Git or version control, by default version control added to your Visual Studio Code. It's for debugging and its extensions. So let's go through some best extensions that we can search from here. So I want to install material theme first of all. So search here. So you can, yeah, I already installed this, but you can see material icon theme. So what this extension will do is that once you create your different kind of files, it will add the specific icon to that file. Like for JavaScript, it will add the JS icon, and CSS and HTML, it will add that curl like angular bracket icon and kind of the things. So it's the good thing. So you can install it from here. I already installed. You will see the button installed instead of uninstall. So you just click on that button. It will be installed on your Visual Studio Code. Okay, then the second thing is that you can install the prettier extension, which will prettify your code. So you just search for PRI, and here you can see prettier, yeah, right, code formatter. So it is the also best extension to format your code. It will automatically format or indent your code according to your chosen languages and all kind of thing. So you can install this one also. After that, you can install various language extensions that you are working with. So in my case, I already installed it for Kotlin. Also along with it, I have installed the Python extensions for working with Python, and also React snippets for working on the front end projects, and so on. But these are the some extensions you can install in your Visual Studio Code. Okay, so let's create some files and folders, so you can have a great idea how you can create a file or folder. So first of all, this you can click on this icon on new file. So you I'm just going to create a sample HTML file, like so right, index.html. okay, so you can see here the icon is changed. It's for HTML. If I create another file with like hello.py, it's a Python file, so you can see the icon is changed for Python file. Also you can create a various file. From here you can create a different folder like ABC. Okay, it will create that kind of folder here itself in this folder. Here you can see it, and I can move this file to this folder like this. Okay, you can see that, right? So yes, you can yeah, so these are the basic things. You can just click on this gear icon or the settings icon, and here in settings you have the various settings for your Visual Studio Code. So there are two concepts. You can create customized workspace and apply the specific settings for that workspaces, also for specific users. So on the basic level, I am going to show you the some settings for user level. So I want font size, right? So just search here for font size. Okay, here the font size you can change it. I have kept it 16 for viewers to, you can see the code easily. So its font size is 16. Okay, you can change it from here. Also, I want another setting is that zoom with mouse. So I am just going to search. Okay, so you can see here mouse will zoom. I just checked it, and it will zoom with mouse wheel. I will just show you how it works. So I will create a HTML file, and you can see I can zoom in and zoom out with mouse wheels. Okay, or change the font size with mouse wheels. Okay, so this is the one thing you can do. It's the pretty thing you can do with Visual Studio Code. It's really a good idea for you to start with. You can work on various languages and various things. Also, one thing is that it has built-in terminal. So once you click here on terminal, and yes, you can see the new terminal is open here by default. In my case, it's I guess bash terminal, as I have set up it for bash terminal. But it also comes with PowerShell. So okay, it also comes with PowerShell terminals also. So and most of the time in your system, if you are beginner, it will be PowerShell. In next video, I will going to show you how you can integrate bash terminal with your Visual Studio Code, right? That's all for today's video. Till then, happy coding, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. Goodbye.